Hello. Oh, you guys are crooked. Hello. Welcome back. I had to grab what was left of my coffee and make some more. Yeah, you guys ready? Let's get this party started. I have a little bit of time. Thought I'd spend. Wow, you guys really are crooked. That might be better. Let me put it in all chat. Perfect. Well, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. So I hope you have a Happy New Year. Welcome. I'm Grandma Gaines. You can call me Tracy. This is Bohippian Life. I am a reselling grandma with a card fetish. Yeah, today's oh my gosh, I need my glasses. Today's live stream is all about the cards. Tarot, Oracle. I have True Love reading cards with me. Now, I didn't think I'd be back until the 5th of January. But I didn't have much of anything to do today. I thought I'd go ahead and go live and bring you guys with me. Susan, hello. How are you, my friend? Gosh, I haven't seen you in so long. All right. Just get you're first on the list, my dear. You are first on the list. And see if this works. Oops, we don't need a volume. So, how was your Christmas? Here we go. I can see easier over here. Type in hello. It was awesome, Susan. We had such a wonderful Christmas. I hope you did too. There, and pin that to the top. Perfect. There, I think everything is ready. We'll get this list started. Susan is number 1. Oh my gosh, the one from Chelsea and Wayne, it was amazing. It was amazing. The stuff that's in there. It's like they must have been saving up for a whole year. My grandkids were so excited to see all the cool stuff. Even my son, my kids. So it was great. I'm working on the video, so that should be actually may already be scheduled. I'm going to leave this here. So, Susan, she did. Oh my gosh. There's so many good treats in there. And the chocolate in that box is phenomenal. It must be because there's no no fake stuff. It's all natural. So I received a new deck of cards to do a review on. I don't know. I believe that video is scheduled to come out too, so members can watch that. But there's a lot there's a lot to them. I have a lot of reading to do in that book before I start messing around with those cards. But I have the standard tarot. I actually have all of them with me. Helen, hello, welcome. How are you? Would you like to be added to the list? You would be number 2. I have all the decks with me. And I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Absolutely. Hi. Hello. What are you doing? Helen is number 2. Or number 2. Number 2. Aniket, hello. Welcome. You are number 3. Is it Bagladi? Hello. Welcome. Jazz Neat, hello, welcome. If you'd like to be added to the list, let me know. Do you want to say hello to everybody before we get started? Come here. Yeah, okay, come here. Come say hi. Aw, yes. Aw. Yeah, I see you. You're such a good girl. I know. You are. You are. Did you drool on me? Okay. So we'll just be a moment. She's needy. She's very needy. Are you done? Are you done? Do you have to go outside? Oh, all right. Susan, you guys, hold down the fort. I have to put my boss's necklace on and let her out. Here you go. Yeah. Come on. All right, here we go. Lagertha. I know. She is a stinker. All right. So the Earth Wisdom. Get this out of the way. Uh-oh. Don't go anywhere. Yes, please be nice. Please be respectable. I have no clue where my card holder is at the moment. So we're gonna wing it. Kind of I didn't expect to be here today. I didn't expect to be here till the 5th. So yeah, kind of winging it. And I just knocked you guys cattywampus again. There we go. I am good. I am good. We had such a beautiful... Oh, where are you guys going? I had such a beautiful Christmas. Ellie, hello. Welcome. Would you like to be added to the list? Right now, we are on number 1, Susan. She's like, I know I'm number 1, but my camera keeps moving. With the kids and the grandkids, everybody had a, just being together, laughing and having fun. It's the best. It is the best. Jaspreet, I am good, my friend. How are you? You are number 5. All right, so, Susan, the first card I have for you is the 5 of Pentacles. Remember, Pentacles represents gains, which is abundance, monetary, material. It's not just the coin anymore. So, the 5 of Pentacles is a halfway point, and it represents monetary, material, or relationship trouble. This card also, being a 5, represents that it's time to put boundaries in place. And we all know boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They're doors to keep us safe. So the card says you are halfway there. You see others have what you don't. And that's what the card represents. The people in front look like they literally are having monetary, material, and possibly relationship troubles, while they pass a window of abundance. So you see others have what you don't, and it all beckons you. Sometimes we must experience this feeling to strive for a better life and to set off on the hard road of ambition. It is a halfway point. Vanessa, hello, welcome. Would you like to be added to the list as well? Susan, here's another 5, which again represents a need to put boundaries in place. This card says stop being defensive. There will never be a resolution to conflict as long as we put too much emphasis on being defensive. Also, be careful not to be paranoid and see treachery where there is none. If anybody is new to the channel, oh crap, I lost my innards. I'm reading from here, from my own book. A bookmark fell out. It's actually, it's my son made walkie-talkies for my grandson and Lagatha, this is Lagatha's, to carry around the yard. So this was in her collar. It is now my bookmark. And before we continue, she needs in again. I apologize. It won't happen anymore. This live. Okay. Vanessa said, yes, you're number 6. So I'm going to take this opportunity to mention, Mohammed, hello, welcome. If you'd like to be on the list, just let me know. I'll add you to the list. So I'm going to take this chance to mention that if anybody doesn't want to wait for their turn, a super thanks, is that what it's called, or a super chat, will get you next in line immediately. You do not have to wait your turn. So again, back to the 5 of Swords. The 5s represent a need to put boundaries in place. And you also have the 7 of Cups. Cups suit represents our emotions. So the 7 is imagination and inspiration, but it all needs to be kept in check. So remember, there is fanciful and then there's downright deluded. So the card says, is fate revealing the truth? So it also says that the pie in the sky ideas, that's your right. Those are like dreams. Those are your right. You just can't expect anybody else to feast on them. Now, Susan, your oracle for the day is the inspiration card. I love this card. Everything about it. The color, the picture. Anakat is not going to be Christmas themed after the first of the year. Guaranteed. I grew up, for good luck, you put your Christmas tree up Thanksgiving night, and it comes down New Year's Day. Sometimes that's a long time. Anyway, so Susan, inspiration. It says the crocus flower brings new beginnings, joy, gentle strength, hope, and quiet confidence. Blue topaz stone is filled with glorious inspiration. When life seems cold, bleak, and gray, it can be hard to find the inspiration to move forward. Color and brilliance can be found even in the most monotone landscapes. Uh, I can understand that because my whole house is monotone, but I decorate with color. So it's kind of like having a blank canvas. But anyway, so color and brilliance can be found even in the most monotone landscapes. Cling to the truth that spring always follows winter, and you will see the world with new eyes. Take a step toward a new beginning, confident in the promise of hope and joy. The card says, I am not afraid of the dark. I keep moving forward, secure in my path that this will pass, that I will come through with renewed hope and joy. Lord's Champion, hello, welcome. I love this. I just love everything about this card. Susan, thank you for being here and for being first. And I'll call you after the live stream if you're not busy, girlfriend. Helen, you are next. Simaholic, hello, welcome. Lord's Champion, would you like to be added to the list? I totally will. Susan, thank you again for being here. And I hope you had a Merry Christmas. You should go, Aniket. You totally should go. Just do it. We'll put Simaholic on. Simaholic, I hope you had a beautiful Christmas. Lord's Champion, if you'd like to be added to the list, let me know. And you would be number 8. Helen. One more good shuffle. Wow, that made a strange noise. It was awesome. Jimmy, Jimmy, hello. How are you? Aniket. All right. Just do it. Make sure you're safe and comfortable, but just do it. All right. We need one more card for Helen. There we go. And actually, you have another one. Jimmy on the list. Jimmy, you are number 8. Cheryl, hello. Welcome. Cheryl just got in Australia. Is the weather beautiful? And would you like to be added to the list? You would be number 9. Aniket will ask the cards just to make sure. But, oh my goodness, yeah. Why would you... Cheryl, you are on the list. But, actually, it's probably a good idea to ask the cards. Remember Dave asked if he was supposed to go away somewhere? And, the card said no. Don't go anywhere. There were things that you need to take care of. Yeah. So, yeah, Aniket, good choice. Let's ask the cards. Helen, we need one oracle for Helen. Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, you're at your dad's house? Hi, Jimmy's dad. How are you? Oh my gosh, you went to see your grandma? Oh my gosh, is she doing good? Okay. All right, Jimmy, I'll take you off the list. Cheryl has gone up to number 8. Okay, here we go. The first card you have, Helen, is the Three of Wands. You should just go. You just go. Go and have fun. Just go and have fun. Helen, you have a Three of Swords. That is not a sword, you guys. This is actually a wand. This is a sword. You have a you have a Three of Wands. It seems like it's been a very long time. Three of Wands. The wand suit represents something happening fast. Days. It's also a positive suit. It's a yes suit. And this card represents an advancement, new horizons, and promises. Again, fast. Days. Staves. Absolutely. They absolutely are. Ellie. It's Ellie or is it L? I have you down as Ellie. Wands are absolutely staves. And you also have the Four of Swords. Swords represent something approaching fast but weeks, where wands are days. L. Perfect. Thank you. The Four of Swords represents after some conflict or stress. So you've probably just came through a conflict or stressful situation. So after, this card represents rest and examination. You can see the person is literally laying down, resting. They're examining. What I mean is they're not sleeping. Their hands are steepled in contemplation. So it is a rest and examination card because a new life awaits. And also because it is a 4, being closer to a 1, the start of a something new, than it is the 10, the completion of something. 4s are applying cards. So after this rest and examination, you must apply yourself. And it also represents that you may need to let go. You need to let go of things that are useless to you. And this is a time to think selfish. If it doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form, get rid of it. Kind of like an early spring cleaning in every sense of the word, though. You have a 7 of Wands. So again, wands represent something approaching fast. So would on here it looks like this person is either defending themselves or there's some conflict. It is a self-defense or conflict card. 7s are a call to reorganize on the 1 through 10. What was working in the beginning it may still be working, just not quite as well. So it's a call to reorganize. And also, it looks like, I want to make sure I'm on the right page. It also represents that you will not be manipulated or attacked by an inferior. Okay, let me make sure I have this, because my writing, you guys, is super, super small. I'm trying to rewrite it all. Don't lose your innards again. So it says you will not be manipulated or controlled by an inferior attack on your principles. So, stand firm, stand up, and be counted, no matter what this situation is. whether it's a conflict with inner conflict or with another person, or if it's a self-defense. You also have the Sun card, a major arcana, Helen. The Sun represents a 1-year period. It's also a positive card. It's a yes card. So after this 1-year period in overcoming obstacles, just like this one was, it puts you are now in a place of positivity, clarity, illumination. And more important, it says that you need to put yourself first. Just like what I say about the spring cleaning. Maybe it's time to get rid of things that serve you no purpose. It's time to put yourself first for once. Treat yourself. And to remember, life is to be lived to the fullest. You were not meant to live your life on the sidelines or living your life for what somebody else wants. Again, put yourself first. And because it's the Sun, it can also represent the daytime or the summertime. But it's a positive, it's yes. Sedeka, hello, welcome, how are you? And your oracle for the day is the anticipation card. So anticipation brings hopes and butterflies in the belly. As we expect something to happen that brings satisfaction and joy. There is but one warning. Be careful of any attachment held for the desired outcome. If what you receive falls short of expectations, the feeling of joy can transform into disappointment. So Helen, what are you looking forward to at this moment? And how will you adjust if your expectations are not met? Now remember, we use the oracle in the 1 through 10 cycle if we are stuck and we cannot move on yet. These cycles, we go through multiple cycles in our lifetime. So don't think we only have one. And if you're like, shnikes, I'm on 9. No, my friends, it doesn't work that way. We go through multiple cycles in our lifetimes. And every time you complete one, give yourself a pat on the back because you now get to start a new one. So the oracle is used, I like to use it, in that cycle. So before you move on, there may be something that you have to clean up first. Or maybe there's something you need to take care of right now. Or maybe there's something you have to prepare for before you move on. Like getting your ducks in a row. Or I like to say getting your crows in a row. So that's what I use the oracle for. Anikat, my friend, it is your turn. Let's get Sedeka on the list as well. You guys have been so busy. I haven't seen you in so long. Ashley, hello. Welcome. How are you? Jimmy, thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you're spending time with your family. You know, well, all too often, we just get busy. Life happens, and we don't slow down enough to spend it with our loved ones. Ashley, you are number 11. Maybe 10. All right, Anikat, here we go, my friend. And Anikat, if you don't want the crows, just let me know. I will use any of the decks you want. Sedeka, you are actually number 9. Because Jimmy said you can... Jimmy didn't want to be on the list. He was just saying, hey. Aw, Helen, thank you for being here. And you are so welcome. My phone moved again. What is going on? I guess I had better just move over here. So at the top of the chat, my email is highlighted. I offer free in-depth card readings. I apologize. So not just the ones that fall out, but a whole in-depth, a whole layout. So if anybody in the chat or anywhere, if you're just listening in the background, because there are, just so you guys know, there are incognito subscribers, viewers as well. So even if you're not in the chat, if you would like an in-depth card reading, free, send me an email, and I would love, 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 love to do a reading for you. I'll put you on the list. All right, Anna Cat, here we go. A lot of people use them. Anna Cat, it seems like you are on a journey. I apologize, that's not what I meant to say. You are being called to go on a journey. All right, so we're going to just go ahead and stick with the crow. Did I miss Andrea? All right, so Andrea, did you just pop in? Let's get Andrea on the list. Gracie, hello, welcome, and you are on the list as well. All right, let's get this party started. One card. We need an oracle for Anna Cat. We need one oracle. That's all we need. They're like, but we have so much to say. You haven't used us in so long. So you still, no matter how many times, you still get multiple oracles, my friend. So I'm just going to use them both. Lucinda, hello, welcome. All right, Anna Cat, the very first card you have is a major arcana. This is the moon card. It's a neutral energy card, which represents that it's probably going to be an emotional time. So this card is a call for you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can become unstuck. So the moon has multiple phases. Each phase is going to represent an emotion and a feeling that you're going to go through. But remember, so after this journey, my friend, this card represents new and full, just like the moon is after its journey of renewal. So, my friend, I'm going to say it's a yes. You really need to do this. Go on this trip. Have fun. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles represents gains, monetary, material, harvest, in your heart, in your soul. Anywhere you can enrich your life and make it better is a pentacle. And the Queen of Pentacles says, get grounded. Connect with the earthy side of life and learn to be resourceful, learn to be practical, and share with others. More important, my friend, it says attend to your financial affairs. Decrease money going out and bring more money in. It says you are capable of turning your hand to most things, which means when you think of a way to make money, you generally do make money. So you need to think along those lines. Bring more money in. You have a Two of Pentacles, which is a balance and dedication card. Balance. It's at the beginning, at the start of something new. And it's balance. For everything you do, ensure someone else does something as well. Keep a balance. And again, it's a pentacle, so it's gains, monetary. Maybe after, have you heard anything about your job interviews yet? Your oracle for the day is the nature card. It asks that you see the evidence of divine energy that is all around you, regardless of the landscape. When nature appears, it may also indicate that you are long overdue for some outside time. So take this as a cue to go for a walk. Head to the park or go to the beach. New ideas and inspiration will come through connecting with nature. So again, I'm going to say this card is just telling you even more. You need to get out into a different environment. Because again, new ideas and inspiration will come to you through states of rest and relaxation, even play. You also have the abundance for your oracle. Anaket. This card brings a reminder that there's a place for you where you will find a myriad of possibilities. Focus your energy and attention on not what you lack, but what you know is out there waiting for you. Let your intuition be your guide. And this card may also appear if you need a reminder that from your current position, I hope you're listening, that from your current position, you might not see what is out there waiting for you. Of course, most of the time, this card represents a positive outcome. However, crows can be cheeky, and it can also represent an abundance of too much water in your basement. I have no clue what that noise was, my friends. It was obviously nothing. Megan, hello, welcome. All right, Elle, it is your turn. If you were to go visit with your brother, would you encounter nature at all? Megan, absolutely. Let me add you to the list. Or Megan. Is it Megan? I apologize. Oops. Oh, don't throw them. Yeah, right. I understand that. But what if you traveled outside the crowd? Cheryl's still here too. Cheryl, you are number 8, and we are on number 4. All right, Elle. Here we go. Concentrate on Elle. I suggest that if there's a chance you can get out in nature of any sort, and away from the hustle and bustle of the crowd, do it, because there may be surprising encounters for you getting away from the hustle and bustle of people. And don't forget, I like to mention that You know, you might meet new people. And don't forget, strangers can be lifelong friends that you just haven't met yet. All right, L. Now we're going to draw an oracle for you as well. Megan is 23. Not that it matters, but thank you for that. It may be important. All right. I did start our live stream a little bit earlier this morning. So we may be able to get everybody done. You're welcome. Nothing wrong with that, my friend. All right, we need just one for L. Perfect. You were on time. Perfect timing. L, the first card I have for you is the Knight of Swords. So the swords suit represents something approaching fast. Weeks. Wands are days, swords are weeks. It's also a fighting, arguing, discontent, unhappy card. Now, whether it's with somebody else or just with yourself, that happens a lot. The Knight of Swords says to be alert, be ready to defend yourself, and speak your mind. Don't allow somebody to try to assert a hierarchy over you when it comes to this situation. And what I mean is, the card says, speak your mind, be ready, be alert. If somebody asks you a question and you're ready for it, and then they try to hush you or shush you, that's them trying to assert their hierarchy over you. Don't allow it. Be like, you asked me a question, now allow me to answer it. However, but that's what that means. The awesomed, hello, welcome. You also have the Five of Pentacles. Pentacles representing GAINZ. This is a halfway point, and it is a boundary card. Fives are a call to put boundaries in place. We get these a lot because people don't realize boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They're doors to keep us safe. And again, this is a halfway point. It says you are halfway there. You see others have what you don't. It all beckons you. The card says sometimes we must experience this to strive for a better life and to set off on the hard road of ambition. So, more important, the card, the Five of Pentacles, represents monetary, material, or relationship trouble. And that's what this card depicts. Monetary or material trouble, quite possibly relationship trouble. You can see they're not walking side by side. They don't look happy with each other. Passing a window of abundance, one where if they were to look in it, they would see that you see others have what you don't. You have a major arcana, the Hermit. This is a positive card. This card is a call for you to take the time to be alone. And to look within and find your purpose. I mentioned it earlier. Too often we live our life for somebody else. You know, you get into a relationship and you're so caught up into what they want, their wants, hopes, wishes, and desires, that we totally forget about our own. So this is a call for you to find your purpose, what it is you want. This card is also a card of coaching and mentoring. And it allows others to possibly follow in your footsteps. Your oracle for the day, L, is the Mischief card. This card indicates an annoyance. Nothing detrimental. It's just a situation that causes a bit of short-lived grief. You may be the target of someone's delinquency or bad behavior. This card may also indicate that you need to add some innocent mischief or passion in your life. If it's the other way around, you may be the target of someone's delinquency or bad behavior. My friend, just let it wash off your back. If somebody's poking fun at you, don't do that emotional vomit thing. All too often, when someone pokes fun at us, our first thing is immediately we get butthurt, and then we do the emotional vomit, and that's never good. So just let it wash off your back and be like, yeah, ha, 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 whatever. 6-7. Is that how you use that 6-7? I think I used it properly. My grandkids would be so proud of me. Chicken Dude, hello, welcome. Jaspreet, are you still here? So don't forget my emails that I moved, and this thing still moved with me. My email's at the top of the chat if anybody wants a free in-depth card reading. It's 10 plus cards. Free. All right. So I'm still going to read them because a lot of times they come back later on. They may be on break, and then their next break they will rewatch or they'll watch it. So we don't skip people unless we know that they're a troll. But we know Jaspreet is not. Vanessa will be next. Jaspreet, I see that you are going through a transformation right now. All right, here we go. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, Anakat. They think because they get on the list that it'll be immediate. But I talk a lot. Bottom line, I can't blame anybody else. My husband's not here, so I can't blame him. He's used to it. He's used to it. He'll call and be like, so what do I do now? What I do this time? All right, Jaspreet. Your Oracle. Okay. The first card you have. All right. I need some coffee for this one. Hold on. So Jaspreet is going through some issues, it seems. Dealing with things. The first card you have is a major arcana, the Death card. Don't freak out, my friends. It doesn't mean Jaspreet's going to wake up not breathing tomorrow. That's not the Death card. This card represents an inevitable change. It's probably already happening, and it's going to be very transformative. It's a neutral energy card, so it's going to be an emotional time. The Death card also represents a Scorpio with the dates of October 24th through November 22nd. So, again, whatever it is, it probably already happened. And this change is very inevitable, and it's very transformative. You have the Temperance card. You have the Temperance. I have to try to find an easy way to explain it so people don't freak out. This is a positive card. It's an emotional and physical balance card, which is you're going to be very thankful for after going through this situation. So it's an emotional and physical balance. Um, it represents change and to go for it when the time is right. And you'll know when the time is right. You'll just know. It's intuition, gut feeling. But the thing about this is this stage needs to be handled with care because it could easily spoil. Again, it's that emotional and physical balance. So only when the time is right. You have an Ace of Wands. This card represents the start of something new. It's the urge to move on. More important, the card says never stop striving for what you want. And again, you want, not what your partner wants or what your kids want or your spouse or whatever. No, literally what you want. So it represents the urge to get out and do something new. And this something new can be something as simple as a new clothing style, a new haircut, but it could be a new neighborhood, a new career, anything like that. The thing is, change is needed. You can no longer stay where you are. So you're full of pioneer spirit and it drives you forward. You know. But you must make the first move. And more important is you must believe in your vision. Believe in it. It may be the making of you. Trust, trust, trust. You have the Seven of Cups. Inspiration and imagination, which is going to be needed for all of this. But keep it in check. So pie in the sky ideas are fine. Just don't expect other people to feast on them. So remember, there's fanciful and there's downright deluded. Use your imagination in practical ways, or it will use you. You have the Four of Swords, which represents you've just come through some stressful conflict. You've just come through some conflict or stress. It is a card of rest and examination because a new life awaits. It also is a card saying that you need to let go of things that serve no purpose. You have a major arcana, the Fool card. So, don't freak out. It's not calling you names. It just represents, the Fool card in Tarot represents us, our self. It's a 0, oneself. And it represents that you are finding yourself, you're finding a beginning at an end, which is this card. This is the beginning at an end. So you are on a journey, an unexpected journey, and it says to follow your path. Don't be held back by people who say you're a dreamer. And remember, miraculous inventions were created by people labeled as fools. So miraculous inventions were created by people who had the nerve to follow, what was that one card? To follow their dreams, their desires. Your oracle for the day is the Grief card. This card may appear if you have suppressed emotions around a loss. My friend, for growth to take place, you must address an ending. This allows for closure. There's no right or wrong way to grieve. This is a ritual that is unique to everyone. We all mourn, but we all mourn differently and for different reasons. So make time to mourn. Allow the feelings to surface because there are important lessons within the sorrow for the living. Oh my gosh, I just mixed almost all my cards up. Vanessa, you are next. I am a firm believer of that. All right, Vanessa. And then Simaholic. You're welcome. Thank you for being so patient. Like I said, I get chitter chattery. And I have not been here for a while. So, yeah. So there's that. You too have an Ace of Wands, which represents the start of something new, which really means that you have just completed a cycle and it allows you to move forward and start something new. Is this something that resonates with you? So if you're not seeing all messages, my friends, up at the top, there's a chat button. And so if you click that, another menu will pop up. Make sure you're in all chat, or I think it's all chat. It did. Okay. Well, let's see what the cards have for you, my friend. Congratulations on starting a new cycle. And I hope the one you just came out of was not emotionally painful. Is that the right way to say it? Yes, follow your dreams. Baby steps. On account, all too often, people are like, dreams, goals. I mean, they're good. They're positive. But we're thinking of the main one. And we don't think about setting small ones, which make us just as happy. And they're small steps toward the main big goal. So take baby steps, make smaller goals, and improve your life and make yourself happier right from the very beginning, because you're setting smaller goals that you're able to hit and maintain. You said you wanted to get out of your home. There you go. Your first step. Your brother invited you somewhere. Go. All right. Here we go. Vanessa. Ace of Wands. It's the start of something new. It is the urge to move on and get out and do something new. It just popped up for somebody else. But more important, never stop striving for what you want. So again, this something new can be a new neighborhood, maybe the start of a new career, or something as simple as a haircut. You just know that things can't stay the way they are anymore. Something needs to change. You are full of that pioneer spirit. It drives you forward. You must make the first move, and you must believe in your vision. It may be the making of you. You have the Six of Cups. Cups is our emotion suit. 6, being one step past the halfway point, represents a flip in energy and that things are being taken to the next level. The Six of Cups is a leveling up card, and it represents our childlike wishes. Everybody remembers childlike wishes, especially with Christmas just passing. First feelings, first flutters. It represents a reunion or a rekindle of something. Now, this reunion can be bumping into somebody you went to school with. Maybe it's a high school class reunion, something like that. The rekindle of something. Now, they both can represent the reunion or the rekindle of a hobby, place you used to go visit, or a career. I want to explain the rekindle of something from the past doesn't necessarily mean you're going to rekindle a relationship from the past. The card represents, again, it can rekindle a hobby you used to do. something you put on the back burner because you just didn't have the time. Or it could be a career. You have a major arcana, the Tower. This card represents a sudden change. It's already happening. This is a neutral energy card, so it's a very, it's been, is, or will be an emotional time, but it represents the end of restriction. You see, we all know when lightning strikes, it destroys everything. That's what this card represents, the destruction of everything that was end of restriction. I want to refer to the lightning bolt again. We all, this lightning bolt indicates through no fault of your own. But the good thing about the card is that all this rubble, debris that this causes, you can sweep it up into a pile and throw it away. It's like wiping the blackboard clean and starting over fresh, like none of this crap ever happened. It's going to be emotional, but you're going to love who you become. You also have a major arcana, a positive, the Justice card. Justice. It represents a Libra, and it is advisable to step back and be objective, especially when making decisions. More important, my friend, no knee-jerk reactions to solve problems. So what that means is when you find yourself in a situation, no knee-jerk reactions, because it is you're only thinking about the situation you're in at the moment, and you're not thinking about the future, and the decisions that you make may have huge impacts. So step back, be objective, no knee-jerk reactions. Your oracle for the day, Vanessa, is the commitment card. I like this card. So there's a famous nature photographer, June Hunter. She has documented George and Mabel. They're a pair of crows. That are committed to each other. When George's beak broke due to an accident, Mabel took over to ensure George was fed and protected. When they coupled up, they agreed, for better or worse, in sickness and in health. This loving pair remains committed to this day. This card asks that you examine areas where you've entered into an obligation. Are you ready to put the work in if needed? Are you willing to sacrifice something to ensure that you stay true to your word? If it is a goal you are committed to seeing through to completion, are you willing to offer your time and resources? Now think about the commitments you've made. Do they raise your vibration thinking of them? Or do you feel a heaviness associated with the situation? We all have moments of feeling less than enthusiastic. The question you may need to consider is if those moments of angst and resentment outweigh the love and support your commitment brings to the situation. That was for Vanessa. Simaholic, you are next. So again, if anybody wants a free in-depth card reading, send me an email. I would be happy to do one for you. You get a choice of 7 subjects. I can't think of them right off the top of my head, but it's like relationships, money, spiritual, health. Well, Helen, thank you for being here. And I hope to see you back on, I believe, the 5th. I believe I'll be back on the 5th. Today's the 26th. Well, you know what? Actually, I might be back Monday. And for those of you who are new, her, like, this woman just has no clue when she's going to be doing a live. Well, you're right. But more importantly is because when my husband takes a vacation, I take a vacation. Family time is super important. Um, and I thought he was off until the 5th. But I got days mixed up. Like today, he's working. So he might have Monday off. Short story long. Yeah, I might be here Monday. I might not. But I hope to see you here if I am. All right. Simaholic, here we go. One more good shuffle. And then Cheryl is next. Vanessa, you are so welcome, my friend. You are so welcome. And like I said, send me an email if you would like an in-depth reading. They're free. That's 10 plus cards. Simaholic, the first card you have is a judgment card. So I want to say, has something happened to change your outlook on something? Cheryl's like, I'm here. I'm still listening. Perfect. All right, so Simaholic. The world, the judgment is a positive card. It's a yes card. Let me get this oracle for you, and I'll explain it more. Good. I don't mean good, because this card says something has happened. All right. So, the judgment card, a positive, a yes. This card represents after past or life lessons. It represents a quick, clear, permanent change. So something has just happened to where, I hate to say it, is maybe you just learned a life lesson. But it's a quick, clear, and permanent change. And it says to embrace all opportunities that are coming your way because of whatever has happened. This life lesson you've learned, new opportunities are coming your way. You have a Two of Wands, which wands represents something approaching fast, days. Positive, yes. This is your hopes and wishes card. It's a fire yourself up. 2 being at the closer to a 1 than it is a 10 represents the need to organize. So the let's go back to the fire yourself up. Plan ahead. Be strategic. Where do you want to go? What do you have to give? This card says think innovative. Think fresh ideas. It says you, my friend, are in an excellent position to join forces with another who shares your vision. You know what? Oh my gosh. Did I mention I'm not a professional? Good. Although that was a really good reading for a Two of Wands. That's not a Two of Wands at all. It's not a Two of Wands at all, you guys. It's a Two of Cups. But this card, Two of Cups is even better because it's still a yes. It's a positive. Simaholic, I totally apologize. You guys should have screamed that that's not Wands. This card represents a relationship. Now, it is a 2, so it's still closer to a 1 than a 10. That doesn't change. It is still an organizing card, so it is a call to organize things. This relationship, remember, cups represent our emotions. This relationship is everything positive. It's love, passion, friendship, affinity, union, concord, squeaky relations. Concord is agreement, is an agreement. Yeah, we say squeaky relations instead of the, the sex word. So, also, Two of Cups. This card is that which nature has sanctified. So this relationship, Simaholic, is that which nature has sanctified. It is so positive, so everything. You have the Sun card, Major Arcana, a positive, a yes, represents a 1 year period in overcoming obstacles. You now find yourself. If you don't have a self, you have a self. I don't know where that weird one word came from. You now find yourself in a place of positivity, clarity, illumination. Again, it's after overcoming obstacles. It says to put yourself first. Treat yourself. You are allowed to treat yourself. You work hard, you work for the things you have. Treat yourself. Put yourself first. And remember, life is to be lived to the fullest. You have the Chariot card, one of my favorite cards in the deck, which represents that you are no longer on a plateau. It represents finally forward movement. It represents, it's a victory card, positive, yes, finally forward movement, and it says to take the road less traveled. My friend, if everybody's going this way, go the other way. There will be more doors open and more opportunities for you to advance in your goals. Be a leader, not a follower. Again, take the road less traveled. I do have dates of June 22nd through July 22nd, if that means anything to you. Your oracle for the day is the Anomaly card. In this is one of my favorite in this deck. In a sea of black crows, the one that grabs our attention is the melanin lacking one, the rare one. Something is going to appear, and it will be hard not to notice or avoid it. So, Simaholic, it will be strikingly clear that what you encounter will be abnormally good or perhaps abnormally bad. Either way, it's going to stand out. Now, if you're this card may appear if you're contemplating an event within a relationship. You may find yourself questioning someone's behavior, good or bad. Does it serve as an indication of who they truly are? Or was it a rare event, out of character? Sometimes we just need to have one small encounter to understand a greater potential or to be able to rule out an absolute. That's one of my favorite cards. Did I mention that? Cheryl, it is your turn. Divyanshu, is that how you pronounce your name? Hello, thank you. Thank you for being here. You are awesome. We have so many weird words. You are so welcome. Again, I offer the invitation if you would like a free in-depth card reading. That's 10 plus cards. You get to pick your choice of what you would like it on. Send me an email. I don't have my calendar. I have all sorts of spots open in January. Cheryl. Discombobulated. Yes, that's one of my favorite ones. Cattywampus. All right. One more good one for Cheryl. That was fast. You guys, I was just going to say, man, somebody's cooking. It smells so good. That's me. Yeah. I forgot I pulled the crock pot out of the refrigerator this morning and plugged it in. Duh. That's me. That's cooking. That's me. James, hello. Fish fillet goals. So, talking about fish fillets, I don't know if you're a troll or not, James, but oh my gosh, I'm so glad you brought that up. My husband and grandkids, they want to go walleye fishing so bad. That's all I heard yesterday. Walleye fishing. Grandpa, what lure? What this? What? I'm like, oh my gosh. I hope you guys go walleye fishing soon. Albert, hello. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Merry Christmas. Thank you for being here. Aw, thank you. This is one of my favorite colors. Actually, this is one of the shirts my husband gave me for Christmas. All right, Cheryl. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Okay. I need better to have a drink of coffee first. You have a cups card. Remember, cups is our emotions suit. You have a 3 of cups, which represents a celebration, a wedding, an engagement. Okay. So does that resonate at all, Cheryl? Celebration, wedding, engagement. It's going to be joyous. I'm going to make sure I have the right one because last time I was reading wands. More importantly, the card says to go for it. It represents a successful conclusion. There's nothing that you've been sitting on the fence about. You're like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. All right. Well, it says to go for it. It represents a successful completion. You also have a major arcana, the Moon card. This is a neutral energy card. Represents a Pisces. It'll be an emotional time. It is a call to go on a journey of renewal. Just like the moon does. I apologize. Excuse me. Just like the moon does every month. So you can become unstuck. The moon has multiple phases. And every phase represents an emotion or a feeling that you're going to have to go through. You're a Pisces. I'm a Pisces too. So it says you're going to go on a journey of renewal, and it may be an emotional time. It's going to be an emotional time, but it represents new and full afterwards. You have the 6 of Cups, which represents that it's a leveling up card. Emotions. It's a yes, it's positive. It represents something happening slow, months. Positive, slow, months. It's a leveling up, childlike wishes, first feelings, first flutters. It can represent reunion or the rekindle of something from the past. Now remember, this can be a hobby, maybe a place you used to vacation, a career. But you also have the 10 of Cups, which represents the completion of a cycle, and it frees you up to start a new one. So congratulations on that. Did I spill coffee on me? Sorry. This represents domestic bliss. Enjoy and appreciate it because you deserve it. So if you are at a happy place right now, domestic bliss. Enjoy and appreciate it. And don't forget, Cups represents happiness. Yes, positive for a long time. It also represents the summertime. Your oracle for the day is an upheaval card. This card says sometimes, let's go back. Upheaval is a reminder that things can change on a whim through no fault of your own. It says, are you prepared for change? And are you able to regain your composure and fly off to a better, more stable position? Now, this can be from being laid off or forced to move to a new home. Change can appear sudden and cruel sometimes, but not always. There may be clues that change is coming and we ignore the signs. Sometimes change brings a fortunate situation or moves us into a position to receive a greater opportunity. When this card appears, ask yourself if you can feel the rumblings, like a seismic wave below the surface, that something is about to shift in your life. When you connect with your intuition, that's what it's asking you to do. Connect with your intuition and your gut feeling. You will get a feeling that something is about to happen. You will pick up on the changing energy that will soon impact your life. When you can anticipate a coming upheaval, you will be better able to plan for that shakeup. So trust your gut feeling. You are welcome. Thank you for being here. Nam, hello, welcome. All right, Sadeka, you are next. And then Ashley. Oh my gosh. So it's snowing. Again. We've had 40, it melted all of our snow, 40, 50 degree weather. Yep, and now we're getting bombarded with it again. I know. You know, I would just prefer some warm weather all the time now. I don't even care anymore. I don't think I need to ride snowmobiles that bad anymore. There's the card that flipped. It was 29 degrees Fahrenheit this morning when I woke up. All right, Sadeka, the first card you have is the Knight of Swords. This popped up earlier. The Knight of Swords says, be alert, be ready to defend yourself, and be ready to speak your mind. Don't allow somebody to try to assert their hierarchy over you. Which means speak your mind. Say what you think. You have an Ace of Cups, which represents the start of something new, the beginning of something. The Ace of Cups represents the birth of a child, quite possibly a celebration as well. Well, it would be. The birth of a child would be a celebration. But more important, you will discover a renewal for your capacity to feel. All too often in life, we go through these cycles, 1 through 10, and a lot of times they're negative choices we make, and we flip that we don't feel switch anymore. Well, this card says it's going to change. You have the Six of Swords, which represents new horizons and moving on. Now remember, swords represent something fast, weeks, fighting, arguing, being unhappy. Here you can literally see the waters choppy, but moving on, new horizons, cool, calm waters. But before you go, become a better you. And again, it's going to be an emotional time. You have the Five of Cups, which represents loss. You may encounter feelings of shame and guilt. The Five Cups, 3 are laying down, 2 are standing up. It represents loss, but something remains, like possibly 3 taken, 2 left. It represents inheritance, a patrimony. So it could be inheritance from your father. inheritance from a male figure, a male member of your family. And also it might represent it is time to turn your back on past mistakes, which may be where the shame and guilt comes from. Your oracle card for the day is luck. And this card wants you to know that something good is coming. So be sure to position yourself in a place that will yield the best results. So remember, luck does not happen by accident. It feels that way. But luck occurs when you're in the right position at the right time with the right skills. Be ready to speak your mind. Luck appears. When luck appears, good fortune is coming, but it will be your talents that will seal the deal. So be prepared, my friend. The example they use is, imagine being fortunate enough to be in an elevator with the person you've wanted to pitch an idea to. It's only luck if you're prepared and ready to articulate your vision. Otherwise, my friend, it's just another elevator ride. Ashley, your turn. And then Andrea. Oh, so it's 55 where you're at. I can add 55 is warmer than 29. Melissa, hello, welcome. Merry Christmas to you. All right, Ashley. All we need is an oracle for you. One time was getting ready to go out for the evening with some friends, and one of my friends said, "You have way too much stuff. You bring way too much stuff with you." And my other friend, bless her, said a lady is always prepared for any occasion or anything that may happen. I was like, perfect. So if they're like, should I bring that extra jacket? Bring it. Always be prepared. You are on the list, my friend. But it is Ashley's turn. And the first card Ashley has is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is a, make sure I'm on the right one. The Four of Cups is a self-pity card. It represents that you are becoming a little self-obsessed and that you need to get out more. So it is actually routine in being in a rut. Boredom. So get out more. Literally get out more. It also might represent a missed opportunity. So look for an opportunity overlooked. But, my friend, don't take so long deliberating over things that you miss out on the opportunity. I do, because my sugar can drop just like that or spike one way or the other. So I make sure that I can take care of myself. I was on an interstate one time between New York and Kansas with my kids, and they shut it down. They were putting, somebody was on death row, and they were ending that person's life. I don't even know how to say it, you know, nicely. So they shut down. I have no clue how many exits. And we were stuck. Nobody could move. And you had to shut your vehicles off because you're going to run out of gas. We were there for hours in the afternoon heat. It was horrible. But yeah, always be prepared. That was a horrible experience. You also have Ashley, Major Arcana, the Chariot. This card represents that you have been on a plateau. And it probably has felt like everything you've done has been useless. Everything you touch breaks. Nothing's been working. It probably feels like if you were to bake a cake, it probably wouldn't even bake. But this card represents that's over. Victory. Finally forward movement. And for you to take the road less traveled. And again, I state, if everybody's going this way for an opportunity, go the other way. There will be more doors open and opportunities for you to succeed. You have the Four of Wands. You have the Four of Wands, which represents a welcome celebration. This can be to home or a family visit. So if you see the people here on the cards are literally jumping up and down, waving their hands in the air, super excited. And there are already people there celebrating. They cannot wait for you to get there. So a welcome celebration, whether it's to home or a family visit. Your oracle for the day, I lost my book. Oh, duh. Is the Sacred Space card. Now, the sacred space is your home. Or maybe it's the beach, your favorite path in the woods. Your sacred space may also point to an inner place, a belief you hold dear. It's a place that brings comfort and nurtures your development. This, my friend, is your sanctuary. When you receive this card, it's a call to rejuvenate your spirit. It's time to connect with the healing energy of your sacred space. Make time to connect with this space, as it will help you center your energy and recharge your spirit. Which, it's perfect time of the year to do all that. Stephanie, hello, welcome. Andrea, your turn. Popcorn is light to carry. I believe that. And I am a no salt or butter on my popcorn. I like it plain. Plain flavor. Trying to maintain. Stephanie, we'll do everything to get you in today. Stick around, my friend. All right. So these are for Andrea. Andrea has a Six of Cups, which is a leveling up card. It represents childlike wishes, first time, those first feelings, first flutters. It represents a possible reunion or rekindle of something from the past. Now remember, this can be a hobby, a career, place you used to visit, or vacation. I don't want anybody to send me any emails saying, you know, that their significant other is ticked off because they're going to rekindle something from the past because Grandma GAINZ said they got a Six of Cups. That's not what the card means. It's the rekindle of something. Possible relationship, hobby, career, anything. Something you put on the back burner. So, it's an emotions card. It's a positive. It's a yes. It represents the summertime and something happening slow. Months. So, a good slow. You have the Knight of Swords, which represents something happening fast. And it says to be alert, be ready to defend yourself, and speak your mind. You have the Hierophant, a major arcana. A positive card. This card represents a Taurus. It says, seek wisdom from someone you know with knowledge or experience. They reveal the sacred. So what it means is you literally know this person personally. They are in your life somehow. They don't lie. You don't have to fact check anything they say. More important, so go talk to this person. They'll steer you in the right direction. But if they cannot steer you in the right direction, they're a good ear to listen, and they won't gossip about the things you talk about. Now, because we talk about on the flip side, or the cards can be cheeky, this card also represents quite possibly an unwelcome authority from like a parent. You have another major arcana, the Justice card, Andrea. It's a positive, it's a yes, it's a Libra, represents a Libra. And it says it is advisable to step back, be objective when making decisions. More important, Andrea, no knee-jerk reactions to solve problems. Because we're not thinking of the future then. We're only thinking about getting out of the situation we're in at the moment. Your oracle for the day is the Soar card. And this card says, there are no obstacles in your way. Now is the time to move. So conjure up your courage and take action. This card brings a rush of energy and an open channel to receive the information needed to progress quickly with confidence toward your goal. It is in this space that blocks are removed and events flow beautifully as you sail on to success. Stephanie, let's get you in right now. Gracie, you are next. I have never done a birth chart, to be honest with you. Somebody was supposed to do one for me, but I don't know if they take a long time. Again, I don't know anything about them. So I have yet to receive it. Casey, hello. Svetlana, hello, welcome. Stick around. I have just under a half an hour left, Svetlana, and I might be able to get you on the list. This is for Stephanie right now. So Stephanie, I hope you are still here. But, it can mean so many things, though, Aniket. Maybe not infidelity-wise. All right, Stephanie. The first card you have is an Eight of Wands. This card represents something happening fast, days. Wands are a yes card. They're positive, and it represents exciting news and moving projects forward. It's going to be fast. You see how they're flying through the air? Representing fast. Speed toward end promises assured felicity. And felicity is happiness or well-being. You have the Page of Pentacles, Stephanie. This card is young at heart. It's that voice urging you to follow your destiny. The page says, examine what strengths you possess, speculate to accumulate, figure out how to turn every possibility into gold. Pentacles also represent gains, monetary, material, harvest in your heart, in your soul. Anywhere you can enrich your life and make it better is a pentacle. So I don't want people, I have to make sure people understand, gains are not just about coins. Pentacles are not just about money anymore. It's anywhere that can make your life better. It also represents the winter time. So perfect time to speculate, to accumulate. You have the major arcana, the Magician. This is a positive, it's a yes, and it represents something happening fast. So use all your resources to attain the success you deserve. And remember, it's all in the know-how. So you already know how to do this. Whatever happens, you have the experience, you have the resources. And it's going to happen fast. You have an Ace of Wands representing the start of something new. Number one, never stop striving for what you want. This card represents the urge to move on and do something new, whether it's a new neighborhood, a new career, a new look. The thing is you're full of pioneer spirit and it drives you forward. You must make the first move and you must believe in yourself. Believe in your vision. It may be the making of you. You have a major arcana, the Temperance card, a positive, a yes. This card represents a physical and emotional balance. It represents change and to go for it when the time is right. And this stage needs to be handled carefully because it's an emotional and physical balance stage. And it could easily spoil. Oh, Stephanie, my friend, I am so sorry for you having to go through that. Your oracle for the day is the Fear card. Stephanie, at the top of the chat is my email address if you would like an in-depth card reading. That's 10 plus cards. That goes for anybody here. Send me an email. I would love to do a reading. Sunil, hello, welcome. When this card appears, you may consider looking inward and checking in to see where you are allowing fear to limit your potential. As the saying goes, fortune favors the brave. Just as a crow on the card reaps the benefit of a field of untapped potential, as the fearful crows hold back, you too have an opportunity where fear keeps others at bay. For you, the fearless, all you need to do is swoop in and seize the moment. Ah, now we're going to be matchmakers. Make everybody happy. Gracie, you are next. Oh, sorry, Sunil. Stephanie's in a relationship. Oh my gosh. Happy birthday, Sunil. Happy birthday. How young are you today? Gracie, you have the Tower card, which represents a sudden change. Remember, lightning bolt represents through no fault of your own. Oh my gosh, that sounds amazing. Oh, happy 39th birthday, my friend. You're 1 year older than my oldest son. Gracie, the Tower card. This is a neutral energy card. It represents, it's going to be an emotional time, or is an emotional time, or will be. Sudden change. It's already happening, so it is an emotional time. But more important, it represents the end of restriction. We know when lightning strikes, it causes destruction. Everything is destroyed. The good thing about the card is that you can clean it, sweep it up, throw it away, and start over fresh, like it never happened. You have the King of Cups. This card is a dignity card. It says maintain your composure. Set a good example. Be a good person. It's a dignity card. Maintain your composure. Set a good example. Be the person you would want supporting you. So whatever this is, maintain your dignity. Dignity and composure. This is a time I like to take the opportunity to mention, if there are children involved in this situation, it's super important to remember this, dignity, and maintain your composure. Because if there are children involved, it is times, important times like this in young ones' lives, that things are instilled in them, ingrained in them. So dignity and maintain your composure. We want to make sure we instill and ingrain positive, good memories in young lives, no matter what we as adults go through. Bethany, you have the Judgment card, Major Arcana. This card represents past and life lessons. It represents quick, clear, permanent change, and to embrace all opportunities coming your way. You have the Eight of Pentacles, representing GAINZ. Pentacles. A Three of Pentacles is an apprentice. Eight of Pentacles is a journeyman. And a Ten of Pentacles is the master. This card represents working toward a goal. Working hard or studying hard toward a goal. And it says to keep going with this path of training. It's been a long, hard road with a lot of time and money spent. The skills you have acquired will serve you well. You have good grounding, and you will be rewarded well for your talents. Remember, working toward a goal. Keep going. Your oracle for the day is the Insight card. And this card asks that you take the time to examine your situation. Test out different strategies to gain wisdom. And when you understand the relationship between all contributing factors, you will be able to identify actions that yield little benefit or remove any obstacles that may be in your way, and in turn, apply strategies that expedite success. Awesome. Are you still here, my friend? And then Megan will be next. Sunil. What is truly meant for you, Sunil, will never pass you up. Guaranteed. Don't you worry. Spirit has plans for you. Better plans than you could ever have imagined or dreamed of. The Awesome is a female Taurus. Thank you for being so patient. The first card you have is the Moon card, Major Arcana. It's a neutral energy card. So you may find yourself in an emotional time. me get an oracle for you, my friend. That was, again, the moon card represents a Pisces. It's a neutral energy card, so it's going to be an emotional time. It's a call for you to go on a journey of renewal, just like the moon does every month, so you can become unstuck. So remember, the moon has many phases. Each phase is going to represent a feeling, an emotion, something you're going to go through. But after this journey of renewal, it represents new and full. You have a King of Wands. Wands represents something happening fast, dazed. It's a yes, it's a positive. The King of Wands says take action. Express your reason to be. Remember, daze, something's fast. It says you can inspire enthusiasm where there is lethargy. You put vigor into any occasion you grace with your presence. And you're a master at putting a new spin on any situation. Wands also represent the springtime. Awesome. You have you have another major arcana, the death card. Don't freak out. It doesn't mean you're going to wake up not breathing tomorrow. It is a neutral energy card, representing emotional time. It represents a Scorpio. It's change. It's an inevitable change, and it's going to be very transformative. You have a Four of Swords, which represents something approaching fast, weeks. The Four of Swords is rest and examination after conflict or stress. Now, this may be with somebody else or inner conflict and stress. A new life awaits. It also represents letting go of things that are useless, serve you no purpose. And this is a time to really, truly think selfish. If it doesn't help you in any way, shape, or form, or it's outlived its use, throw it out. Your oracle for the day is the Night card. So I want to ask, is the nighttime more difficult for you? It is here that the chatter, the noise, all the action of the day subsides and quiet returns. Night creates a space to contemplate the day as a whole. What events had a most significant impact and helps you grow? Or are there events like petty squabbles that serve you little and can be released into the dark? This card brings to your awareness your sleep hygiene. The ability to get a solid 8 hours of sleep has been proven to not only help your mood, but improve your health. Heart disease and dementia are linked to the lack of sleep. Do you practice healthy sleeping habits? Are your nights filled with restorative sleep? Or does your racing mind keep you awake? The appearance of this card says that you may need to focus on creating a healthy bedtime routine. Megan, it is your turn. Little witchy one, hello, welcome. Welcome back, my friend. Tina, that's right. Tina, Merry Christmas. You are very welcome. Thank you for being so patient. Megan, 23. Let's see what we have for you. The first card we have is the Emperor card, Megan. Major Arcana, a positive, a yes. But it also represents a father figure. It's an Aries. The Emperor says to Exercise your authority, but maintain your boundaries. Remember, it is a fatherly figure. Represents a fatherly figure. You have the major arcana, the Tower. Neutral energy card, which represents it's going to be an emotional time. Sudden change, it's already happening. And it represents the end of restriction. Through no fault of your own. Whatever, we all know, I say it all the time. Every time this card comes up, when lightning strikes, it destroys everything. The positive part of this card is that you can wipe the slate clean and start over fresh, like it never happened. Remember, lightning bolt through no fault of your own. You have an Eight of Pentacles, representing abundance, gains. This is a journeyman's card. Working or studying hard toward a goal. Oh, thank you. Don't we all, my friend? Don't we all? Thank you so much for your super thanks, super chat. This card says, keep going with this path of training. It's been a long, hard road with a lot of time and money. The skills you have acquired will serve you well. You have good grounding and you will be rewarded well for your talents. It's working toward a goal. You are on the right path. Your oracle for the day is the waterproof card. And this card asks you to create a barrier between the feelings of others and yourself when inner strength is needed. When you are waterproof, the words, actions, and emotions of those around us do not impact our perception of who we are or our self-worth. Albert, are you still here? It is your turn, my friend. Jay, Lightning Walker. Oh, my friend, don't be sad. Albert, my friend, it is your turn. What has you down today, Jay? You know what? It's rejection. Jay is God's protection. Trust me. You are being protected for a reason. Yeah, I'm going to say that they were not for your best interest. And they're not for your best interest. Yep, that was a silly move. I agree. But you know better now. You know better for next time. Albert, the first card you have is the Page of Cups. Cups is our emotions. And the page says to enjoy life. Make the most of living your life to the fullest. Savor being the center of attention. And live life like there's literally no tomorrow. So remember, live in the here, the now, the present, not the past or the future when this or that happens, when we think we'll make everything all right. The here and the now. You have the King of Swords, which represents don't be caught off guard. You didn't get where you are without a strong dose of caution. So, be alert. No 2 steps forward, 3 steps back thing. You have the Eight of Swords, Albert, which represents that you are restricting yourself. It says, stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. You can cope. And because of these obstacles that you're creating, it can quite possibly represent bad news on the horizon. So, stop creating obstacles that are of your own mental creation. Your oracle for the day is Routine. This card speaks to the things we do out of habit because it is part of who we are, what is expected of us. In many ways, routine creates stability. However, it can lead to stagnation and getting into a rut. So you have to ask yourself, are you in a routine that makes a foundation for success? Or are you just going through the motions because you don't know what else to do? My friends, I will be right back, and we will do the next person in line. Okay. I just had to check on supper. All right, so who do we still have here? Tina and Jay. Let's pull a card for Tina. We did pass 2 hours. I did start a little bit earlier. Ah, Bethany. All right. Let's see. I can't remember who was here first. All right. Let me be quick. Let me do Tina. There we go. Little Witchy one, the first one you have is a Major Arcana, the Star card. It's a positive. It's a yes. It's one of the cards that... It's one of the cards in the deck everybody wishes they could get anywhere in a reading. You have a strong connection to the healing. You have an optimistic outlook for the future. You feel inspired. You have a strong connection to a renewed connection to your spirituality. It represents hope, light, and visions. It's a positive. It's a yes card. And it says prosperity will come from what you do best. You have the Queen of Wands. This card says, do not withdraw from intimidating situations. Adopt witchy glamour. Ooze charm and magic from every pore, begilding everyone you meet. It represents love and money. The next card you have is the Temperance, Major Arcana. Positive, yes. It represents change and to go for it when the time is right and only when the time is right. because this is a stage that needs to be handled carefully, otherwise it could easily spoil. It is an emotional and physical balance. So congratulations on that. And you have the Eight of Cups, which represents finally forward movement, that you have been on a plateau. The eclipse signifies transience and rarity. So you know change is needed for growth. Change is needed for growth, so it is of importance to avoid a state of stagnation. Transience. Get up and move. You have the not communication is your oracle. This card brings the message to speak up, state your mind. You may think those around you know your needs and desires, but that is not the case. This may point to a situation on an earthly level, but it may indicate that you need to be clearer with when communicating with your spirit guides and higher self. So are you being too vague? Are you asking for what you want exactly? And Bethany, your turn. I've only got a couple of moments, so I'm going to make this as quick as I can, Bethany. Communication, correct. Bethany, the first card you have is the Three of Swords, representing petty conflict. Grudges need to be dropped. Someone needs to step back and act as mediator, or things are going to get worse. You have the Seven of Swords. Swords represents fighting and arguing and something approaching fast, weeks. This is a warning card, represents trespassing or the stealing of ideas. So, be careful of sharing delicate information. Are your communications being shared with a third party? And be careful of being trusting. School, work, home, wherever it is. Your ideas may be passed off as their own. You've been warned. You have the King of Wands. This card represents, it's a dignity card. Nope, I apologize. It says take action and express your reason to be. You can inspire enthusiasm where there's lethargy. You put vigor into any occasion you grace with your presence. And you're a master at putting a new spin on any situation. Fast days. You have an Eight of Pentacles, which is the Journeyman's card, representing gains everywhere. Working hard or studying hard toward a goal. Keep going. It's been a long, hard road with a lot of time and money, but you have the skills, and they will serve you well. You have good grounding, and you will be rewarded well. And you have the Three of Pentacles, which represents the beginning of something. Apprenticeship, cooperation. If you're looking for a new job, a new home, you've put applications in, this card is a good indication that you will be chosen. I'm going to try to get you, Bethany, an oracle, but I may lose you. If I do, I apologize, and I will see you guys hopefully Monday. I hope you have the best weekends ever. We just need an oracle for Bethany. You have the Influence card. This card says, it brings to the awareness the decisions you may not have made if it weren't for an outside force leading the way. So consider taking a moment to examine if you have been swayed into making a decision you may not have made if the situation were different. And with that, I'm going to end today's video, today's live stream. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you have the best day ever. If your day is ending, I hope it was the best day ever. Like, comment, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. Check out my membership levels. I offer 4 of them. Each one is a different price. Each level offers a member something different. Subscribing is free. Again, have the best weekend ever, and thank you for being here.